Welcome to the chat room.
Hello, hello, hello.
Subscribe to earn drops.
I think
Getting feedback.
You're getting feedback because right here. Welcome everyone.
Okay.
I'm
going to go to webcam to see how far off I am. There.
Oh.
All right, there we go.
All right. We are here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another. Yeah, it is spooky time indeed. Welcome, Mary Just. Spooky season. Which I have to move this way. Okay.
Spooky season.
And you got to stand. Well, you have to lean up. Home is where the haunt is, because we're all ready for it. It's been far too long. And welcome again, Mary. It's good to have you back.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So, yes, once again, we are live streaming, and we're live streaming our favorite game.
Okay. Mary just needs to have both these T-shirts. We bought them at Lowe's, which is a home improvement store, and they were cheap. They were like $8 or $10 each.
Yes. So, go to Lowe's. See what they got. Greetings from Canada. Yay. Hope everyone is well. Surprisingly, we just got back from a major trip, and we are well.
And we went through Canada. Going and coming.
Yeah.
We had a few minutes in the airport at Montreal in both directions.
Yes. Hey, Lori and Corey. Hope to see you at the PRGE next week. And yes, indeed.
That stands for the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Speaking of which,
there it up right here.
Yes, there it is.
October 17 through 19 at the Convention Center. I think Convention Center North. No, I'm thinking about a different convention in Portland, Oregon, and we will be there, and more amazing guests.
Yes. The Coles there, we get a mention.
Yeah, it is. We are so advertised here that they say that there will be a Sierra Online reunion with a dozen legendary designers, developers, artists, etc., including Aldo, the Coles, and Metal Jesus, and many more.
Yes.
Wow. They really got value from us.
Oh, really?
They're actually paying our way, which is
yes, that was unusual. Amazing. Yes.
But we are now, so VIPs and guests, they have actors, alumni, creators, so are we a creator? No. We learned a while ago that creators are people who make YouTube and TikTok videos and such. And we are alumni.
Oh, is that what we are?
Yeah, so they'll have Michael Cranford, creator of The Bard's Tale. Al Lowe, designer of Leisure Suit Larry. Lori and Gory Cole. I do like what they did with putting us inside the box.
Yeah, that's fun. That's great. I like that.
So I sent him a picture that was a mirror selfie.
Yeah. And, Josh. It says Josh is going to be there, so it's good to see Josh.
Josh Mandel will be there.
Of course, Josh also worked on Road to Redemption.
Road to Redemption and on Shenra.
So, yeah, he's been one of our people for a long time. Helps with our games.
And one of the good guys.
And then, of course...
Oh, and he rented the house that we were living in when we bought our own house.
Yeah, when we were living, he rented it before we left.
In Oakhurst.
We were at a duplex when we first moved to Oakhurst. And
was he in the other half?
He was in the other half of the duplex, yes. And then we have Ken Allen, who, was backing all Sierra Online games for a while.
Musically,
yes.
Great. Excellent musician. Neil Grandstaff, another excellent musician, composer for King's Quest and Space Quest. Mark
Siebert,
who ran the music department at Sierra when we were there, and did the theme for Heroes Quest.
Yes. Yeah, if you don't know who Mark is, then you are not paying attention to the music of Sierra, because he is the music of Sierra.
Or they haven't been following him for 40 years.
For 40 years. That's on you.
Not everyone is. All
right.
Then
we go down one, and we have George Sanger, the Fat Man, who was our musician
for Shenra.
So
sort of. He ran
his company.
I think he did one or two tracks for it.
Right, but he did work for Shenra, and yeah, you're right. He's not exactly a Sierra person, but He's a periphery.
Well, these are all alumni of the industry. They're not all Sierra people.
Yeah.
Gil Tilden, Nintendo Marketing Communications.
Sanger was really influential in the music department for developing music as a creative genre that was, he was good at promotion.
Yeah, and he was, he was really, his fingerprints were everywhere. He was on the Wing Commander series for Origin Systems. He was on LucasArts games. After Ron Gilbert, who co-authored our favorite game, Secret Monkey Island, left Lucas and formed his own company. Was it Humongous Games?
Yeah, I think so. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo.
Yep. So George, the Fat Man, worked for them.
And he has credit for The Seventh Guest. How about that? So he
that has an amazing
and Maniac Mansion. So he has serious gaming creds and very influential in our field. I don't know Gail, but she's a Nintendo marketer. Okay.
Bruce Lowry, Nintendo VP of Sales.
Wow.
And Spar, Nintendo. So we got a bunch of Nintendo people.
Yes, the Nintendo.
Ralph D'Amato, producer of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So yeah, a good group of people here. We probably don't need to go them all.
Well, I was just going to run through it. Boy, there's a lot. A lot of people
don't know. Now, David Crane we know of because he created Pitfall for the Atari 2600, also known as the Atari VCS. And he, about the same time as Tim Schafer and Mark Crow and Scott Murphy and Wei and Jane Jensen were all doing games on Kickstarter. He came in and plastered his name all over it and said, creator of Pitfall is going to make this amazing thing. And it turned out that apparently being the creator of Pitfall didn't give him enough street cred. So everybody knew him back in the day. By the time he got around to doing Kickstarter.
Co-founded Activision.
Yeah.
So that's a major
a fairly street cred.
Yeah. And then
he was not able to sell a game on Kickstarter on his name.
No.
And I think if we had done Corey and Laurie Cole make a great new fantasy adventure game, we wouldn't have gotten anywhere either.
No.
But saying Quest for Glory creators, that worked.
So, any rate, if you have the chance, you should check this out because it will be an amazing weekend. We can guarantee that.
And I don't know how much video they'll be doing or posting from it. So if you're able to get there, you should get there. If you can't get there, maybe you can find it later.
Yeah, Mary says we should show up wearing our graduation robes from Hero U.
Girls, one ship.
Sorry.
We should get them to play Tilly's Tale.
Yeah, really.
They're reviewing video game romances.
Oh, yeah, they for sure. They should play Road to Redemption.
Absolutely.
There's romances. Yep. All right. The Seventh Guest gave me so many sleepless nights. Yeah, us too. I dreamed of that game, mostly because it was incredibly slow on our computer.
Which actually added to the atmosphere,
yes,
so you just never know.
The monitor was dark, and we tended to play it at night. So even though the game play may be pretty, lame right now compared to other games, it's really did everything it needed to do at the time. Okay, so that is the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
And then trying to find the actual Sierra panel on their schedule is very nearly impossible.
Okay, because you've looked
but we were on there. So, panel schedule. There we go. Panel schedule down after 56 things. Saturday, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Legends of Sierra. Aldo, Laurie Cole, Corey Cole, Josh Mandel, and Metal Jesus, whom we scarcely know.
Well, he worked in the
QA department. I think up in Bellevue. I don't know if he ever was ever in
I don't know. Yeah, I think he was just briefly, but
okay.
Yeah. Spryly Triced.
Yes.
That can puzzle use of English with something else.
Yes, I think that was the arranging cans and the shelves in the kitchen cupboard.
Oh, my God.
And there was a huge number of Y's on them. So the question is, what could you do with all these cans? And, you obviously were able to reorder them, but, it looked like you kind of wanted to spell something out, but it didn't look like you could possibly spell anything out. with Y being the only vowel and a gazillion of those.
Yeah, so that was a pretty sneaky, clever puzzle, I'll have to say. Of all the puzzles in the game, that was one of the best because it was fair. Yeah. Playing the Colonel's Bequest hooked up to stereo speakers made it very atmospheric and moody. I shivered and jumped when the lightning flashed and the thunder clapped. That's always good. That's when you're really involved. A puzzle that used assonance.
Or assonance.
Assonance, probably.
Which of course is a term that applies to many puzzles. Seem like they're coming out of someone's assonance.
I see.
Okay.
All right, so I hope you all who can come to see this, because it will be a once in a lifetime experience.
Other than it's basically a recap of last year's.
No, I mean last year's was a once in a lifetime experience.
It was amazing. Yes.
It was amazing. It was very interesting in addition, but it was absolutely incredible. And that was not this. No. That was probably a once in a lifetime convention anyway. So, yeah. And this is another one.
There will be some tributes to Roberta Vaughn here, which some of you may be thrilled by and some less so, but she was an interesting character and a fun person to work with, if occasionally a little bit overwhelming.
And Stu's game review, thanks for joining us for this. And yes, we hope that this is a screaming success. Yes.
Oh, no, it was Halloween.
That was Halloween.
Halloween will certainly be a screaming success.
Yes.
Anyway, so where Lori and I have been the last 2 weeks was mostly in the Isle of Crete, with a little bit of Athens thrown in. And while we're in Athens, we met at Coho Linter from our Discord, who turns out to be the guy that has been doing a retro pixel version of Quest for Glory 5. And has made quite a bit of progress on, along with a couple other people. And quite a nice guy. And we talked quite a bit about the internals. Did we run into Kokino Pokemiso?
I don't know, but actually,
Did we see anyone with a red shirt?
No, we
didn't.
don't
Think so.
Actually, I think Stephen, is that whatever his name is? What is his name?
It might be secret. It's Coho Linter.
Coho Linter?
Coho Linter. Yes.
Coho Linter could have been Kokino for all it's worth. He did have a reddish shirt.
Ah, there we go.
Yes.
So he was in disguise.
Yes, and he is working on it, and it's made real progress in there. I assume you will be at the concert on Sunday evening. Yes.
Oh, will we?
Well,
okay,
if we're there,
concert,
and I think we're leaving Monday, aren't we?
The Sound Advent game. No, that's a panel, but that's not a concert. We're leaving Monday or Tuesday. I don't know.
Okay, so yes, we will be there.
We will be there on Sunday. I just decided there was no rush. If we're going to go up to Portland, we might as well, spend at least a few hours in Portland.
It's not on the schedule. Oh, it's a thing in honor of Roberta. Okay, fine. Yeah, we will definitely go to that. Yeah.
That's probably the game, Rock Band. Master schedule.
So yeah, we will definitely go to it.
So
we're looking forward to this immensely. But
okay,
so anyway,
we go. Sunday, 5 p.m. it closes.
Okay, when is the concert?
So when's this concert supposed to be?
Yeah. Not sure. Okay, fine. Well, we will keep up with everything going on. Yeah.
We weren't on there until last week or so. So I had looked for us. I was going to publicize it, and said our names aren't even on the list anywhere.
Yep. Oh well, but we're there.
We're there now.
Yep, and that is good. So let's see. Yes, to go back to Greece.
Oh, go back to Greece. Yes.
The Acropolis / the Parthenon that is on the hill over Athens is absolutely, in ruins. There's not much there, but the view, you can see why they created this.
Yeah. It is visible from pretty much anywhere in the city.
Yep.
And once you're up there, everything in the city is visible.
Yeah. Just an incredible view.
Dominates. It's not the highest point in Athens, but close to it.
And it just has all the visibility. You could look down and you could see there's a hill over there that was where the Senate would meet when Greece was still, had its own Senate and people would come and vote on things. So they had a real republic for a bit. And so it was interesting because we were getting so much history that we didn't know. We now know the difference between the Mycenaeans and the Minoans, it was Minoans, then Mycenaeans, then Greek, then Roman. No, the Romans didn't come down too much, but they were then the Byzantium, and then the Venetians, and then the Ottomans.
And this, of course, was our planned research trip in 1995, 30 years ago, when we were coming up with the storyline and puzzles and such for Quest for Glory 5, Dragonfire. I think it was King's Crown still at that point, Hero's Crown.
Yes, it was King's Crown, I think.
King's Crown or Hero's Crown, something like that. Anyway, and that was before Sierra pulled the rug out from under us and canceled the project. And we still wanted to go to Greece, but being out of work and not having an income, we said we don't really want to spend money right now.
Right.
And besides, there's no game to research.
We were all so jealous of
Jane
Jensen and her Gabriel Knight field trip to Germany. But yeah, I mean, it was worth the while, obviously, for Sierra, or at least it was worth the while for Jane, because it certainly made a game that's,
remembered
today.
Interestingly, might not be the right word. All these ruins and stuff. We saw the Parthenon, and we saw the Knossos and the Labyrinth of Minos, where the Minotaur supposedly was, and they're actually kind of dull. You walk through them, and a bunch of ruins there. What was really cool was that there was a wonderful museum at each of those, and a third wonderful museum in Chania, which is on the west end of Crete. That Chania Museum was only 3 years old, and it had the history of the island and various civilizations there and so on. And all three of those museums were incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely something you want to
definitely
allocate a few hours for each one.
Top notch on the tourist thing. So we are Cretans now. Oh yeah, we're pro Crete anyway.
We're procreating?
No, not anytime.
We already did that.
Yeah, been there, done that. Okay, so what else was there? We were with a tour, and they kept taking us to places to see. Well, maybe so, because we're already.
Here it is, webcam.
Yeah. They took us to various places like a village and restaurants in all these places, and then we would eat Cretan style, i.e., about a 12-course meal for almost every one of them. And it isn't just, this is not the foodie style. Oh, there you have this little delicate, piece of fruit surrounded by a plate. No, this was a plate full of food. And the
Spaniards are Spain is famous for the small plates and what's it? Tapas.
Tapas. This was not tapas.
So part of it, of course, we had a group of about 25 or so people, about 25 or 30 people, and they basically brought out these platters. So for each 10 people, they brought out 3 huge platters with like 8 things in each one, and would have been great for 4 times the number of people we had.
Yep, so they fed us
or if we were all teenagers.
Yes.
Fed us too much. We got sick halfway through, as did about half our group, over several days, some kind of stomach flu or something like that. Food poisoning, stomach flu, we don't know. Anyway, that's not a burrito, it's a full-on burro.
Yes.
Which you can ride off into the sunset.
So Corey missed Santorini.
I did not make it to Santorini. Lori went there, green around the gills, but she handled it.
Yeah. Because for Santorini, you had to ride the ferry across the Aegean Sea, I guess, or it's either that or I think it was Aegean.
I was still a little bit sick, and basically I spent that time napping and resting, which I really needed for the last part of the trip. We started started in Athens, and we flew to Heraklion, or
Heraklion.
Heraklion in Greek, Heraklion, and spent a few days there, and then made various excursions out from there.
Went south to the ruins of Phasis.
Festus, yeah.
Uh,
and we went up the mountain and saw the birthplace of Zeus.
One of the acceptable caves that they think was.
Yeah, except that actually the general things say the birthplace of Zeus was a different part farther to the east of the island.
And then we went.
We did not get to Mykonos, no.
We didn't get to Mykonos. We just really were on Crete, Santorini, and Greece proper.
And went to that little Spinalonga.
Yeah, Spinalonga.
Which used to have a leper colony, and before that it was a fort.
Yeah, it was built by the Venetians, and then the Ottomans came in and took it over.
Yeah, we did not know.
In the end, they stuck all the lepers, all of Greece, onto that island to die, literally. It was just like the leper colony that they had over in Hawaii for a while.
Molokai.
Molokai, where they stuck all of them because there was no treatment. So basically, not only that, but the people that went to Spinalonga were effectively nomen. They left their families. They never spoke their names again. Their families disowned them entirely because it was bad luck to have it.
When they died, they were buried in unmarked graves because they didn't want to have the taint of their leprosy to fall on the rest of their families. So they didn't want anyone to know their names.
Except that there were women who would marry them because in the Cretan culture, the family has to pay the dowry and has to pay for the house of the couple. And if a girl didn't have dowry, then she'd wind up to be a servant. And so the only way to get out of that was she could marry a leper and sometimes get some of that, the family behind her. So that was an interesting thing, yes.
Okay, I'm not sure this reference. Right now it says as long as you didn't go to Crete, which we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you'd be in LucasArts territories, and that's crossing the stream.
What did LucasArts do in Crete? Did they do...
it may have been one of the scenes in...
Crete was in Indiana. Yeah, it was in the Fate in Atlantis. Yeah. Thank you.
Was that where you fly the balloon from?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did play that game and we liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's one of our list of best games. Yeah. Definitely.
We didn't actually play very many Sierra adventure games. We played most of the
we played LucasArts. Balloon is from Algiers.
Okay.
Yes, we played it.
We remember doing that. Crete was the lab. Okay. I think it didn't feel very labyrinthine in the game, if it's what I'm thinking of. But there were some puzzles. I think one of the tricky ones was that you had to close the door because there was something behind the door, if that's the room I'm thinking of.
We took the social route through the thing. The non-fighting route. And we only played it the one time because we didn't have time to do it all. But
we liked it a lot.
We enjoyed it. We really think it's great.
Anyway, so there was the labyrinth. So the palace at Knossos, reputedly run by King Minos.
No, okay. The archaeologist who found the ruins saw the ruins like a labyrinth. And so he said, aha, I have found the palace of Minos. And that is the labyrinth, and there's where the Minotaur was. Not that it had anything to really do with it, and it wasn't a labyrinth, but when you're building, you're digging things out of the dirt, and that, and there's a lot of different rooms and things, you can see it.
They basically had an entire city.
You're right.
It is huge, walking around it, it's room after room and chamber after chamber. And they made assumptions about, this must have been the king's bedroom, this must have been the queen's bedroom, et cetera, et cetera. But, that's all speculation at this point.
Yeah.
But anyway, because there were so many rooms and so many connections, they said, this must have been a labyrinth. And there were stories.
Y'all know the Minotaur.
Was it Homer? Was the original
No, I'm not
stories?
sure he was in.
No, he's more.
No.
He's later.
Yeah, he did the Trojan War and that,
Socrates or something.
but no, these are stories.
There were stories passed down from the ancients
Yes.
about a Minotaur and King Minos and so on.
Yeah.
So they developed that into having the the half bull, half man trapped in the center of a labyrinth and requiring Athens to send them a tribute of young men and women to be eaten by the Minotaur and so on.
We did get mythology every once in a while, and we heard the tale of Theseus and the Minotaur a couple of times.
Which, of course, we knew from our childhood. But,
yes.
I haven't come across that in a while.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, let's see. I rate the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis the second best Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, movie. Okay.
Movie.
They don't have the game.
No, I'm counting the Atlantis as one of the movies. I mean, all right.
It wasn't a movie.
No, but it was better. But
if it had been an Indiana Jones movie, it would have been the second best.
Yeah.
And what's the first one? Raiders?
No.
No. Oh, of course. Silly me.
Silly you.
Silly me. The Grail.
Yes.
Yes. Last Crusade. Yeah, Last Crusade clearly was the best Indiana Jones film. Yeah. And it was a really good Indiana Jones game because they made a game of that too.
Well,
and they did a good job of it.
Play that.
I did.
Okay, fine. Homer wrote the Iliad about and the Odyssey about Odysseus. Yes.
So we're talking about
Ulysses in Roman times.
It's not. It was not Socrates or Plato. There was a Greek author who's. There was a Greek author whose name probably ended with something like Ophicles, but I can't remember.
For what?
The one who wrote about the labyrinth.
There is no known author for those stories.
I thought there was. Okay.
No, there are 3 playwrights.
So we both went on the same trip and got different stories back from it.
Yeah. I like the game even more than Fate of Atlantis. Really? Okay. Well, I guess
it's really good.
If we ever have time to play something other than our own games, yeah.
Fantastic Indiana Jones taste.
Dial of Destiny last year, I noted a few nods to the Fate of Atlantis. That's interesting.
Of course, the worst Indiana Jones movie is there's too many competitors for it.
No.
Second one, certainly up there, but was it the Crystal Skull?
We didn't watch any other past those days.
We didn't see the later ones, so we don't know how bad they are.
No, you guys.
The second one was awful.
But the second one certainly almost destroyed the franchise. But oh well. And I'm sure you guys have better opinions than we do since we didn't watch anything recent. Yes, Euripides wrote Medea, which is about the aftermath of Theseus and Medea's relationship. He left her. Theseus left a lot of people.
Just when she needed him most.
Left Ariadne, the one who helped him.
The one who helped him defeat the Minotaur. Mythologically, supposedly.
So, yeah, Theseus. There was an interesting... I don't remember if it was a book or a documentary on the concept of hero in Greek mythology and Roman mythology and Celtic mythology versus the hero of our era, of what we consider to be a hero, because all of the ones out of Greece and Rome and those were bastards, really. Oh, they took women and they left women and that.
What did PDQ Bach do a song? He had something based.
I don't know. I don't recognize.
Pieces was based on Greek mythology.
But yeah, they're pretty things.
He did the Shakespearean, My Bonnie Lass She Smelleth.
I don't think that was Shakespearean. I don't think that was just parody.
Okay.
Yeah, Euripides wrote Medea. He was the great tragedian of. I did read about Euripides. There was Sophocles, there was Aristophanes. Those are the people whose play, and Euripides, and those are the 3 playwrights of the era. I
think Aristophanes is one I was thinking of.
He wrote The Birds and things like that. He wrote farces. He wrote farces more than anything.
Who did?
Aristophanes.
Ah, really?
Uh-huh. But Jason and who left Medea. Okay, that's right. I wasn't thinking in. Huh? I learned My Bonnie Lass She Smelleth in music class in high school. Well, that's appropriate, yeah. I wish my high school would have those things, yes. It said that Euripides was a radical, in that he was deconstructing the old myths and would take and wrote these heroic stories. He made plays from the woman's point of view. So he wrote the Trojan Women, which was the women, after the fall of Troy, and how they're trying to survive now that the war is over and they were on the losing side. And he wrote Medea, and he wrote a couple of others that to this day remain, and they were very, very radical feminist tracks from an era of pre-Roman Greece. So yeah, amazing.
Well, the men really didn't need the women for anything, so
right.
They were off on their own.
Yeah,
with other
I
men.
think it might have been Aristophanes that did. That did the one about not trying to end the war by not having sex with the men. But at any rate, let's see. Okay. Euripides, I can't even pronounce Euripides Doody who wrote the Medea comedy movies. Yes. All right. Ragnat says Last Crusade, Fate of Atlantis, and Raiders of the Lost Ark are the only Indiana Jones properties a person needs to concern. I agree.
Yep.
Greek stories
Not
have a lot of
controversial.
interesting, strong females, but they're Lysistrata. Yes, Lysistrata. But they weren't emphasized in the stories. We have Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and we have, all of the Greek goddesses were really important, but, they sort of got pushed aside by all the other things that went on. So, yeah, in high school, we did a scene from Lysistrata, and we actually performed the Trojan Women, and I was one of the women. So we had a great thing. The Fates, even Zeus respected and gave leeway to, and the Euripides slash what are those things? What were they? Eumenides or whatever they were that.
The Eumenides were the Fates.
Were they were the ones that came after you. They were the ones that made
the Furies.
Yes,
Furies.
yes. Okay. So yeah. So there's.
Which we mostly know of from a Mercedes Lackey song.
Okay. But
it's caught in my.
I thought that was a.
What? No.
I don't. It wasn't Misty Lackey.
I think so.
I thought it was. What's her face?
Leslie Fish.
Leslie Fish. Okay. Any rate. Not the same thing as the Furies, who will chase you for the furries who will chase you for cookies, not for patricide. Yeah. Yes. I don't think you will find it.
Find it this
you
way.
will not find it that way.
It's been in the Witch.
Eumenides, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Any rate, Cassandra, the characters whose moral is listen to women. There are a lot of Cassandras out there. It's really a cautionary tale. Really, you tell people bad news and nobody's going to listen to you. Okay. Any rate. So now after this, we have come to October, and October is my favorite time of the year.
Why is that?
Because Cassandra, who spurned Apollo, who in turn cursed her to never be believed.
Did that happen in October?
Well, actually, yes. Cassandra asked for the wish to be able to tell the future, but she spurned Apollo afterwards, and he said, "Oh yeah, you can tell the future,
but nobody will believe you."
Yes.
What a curse.
Yes, quite the curse.
And so she was known for her dire prophecies that nobody believed, and was ill-treated as a result.
There was an interesting take on Greek mythology recently on Netflix, I think, or maybe, maybe Prime. But they only had one season. But it was really what would have happened if the gods were real, the Greek gods were real, brought up to modern times. If they had been real all this time, it was what society would be like if the Greek stories were true. It was really interesting. Hey, nobody ever believes me either. Yeah, really.
As a preteen, I learned that, I would say, somebody would ask something, I'd say, well, I'm 90,
Damn you, Mary.
90% sure.
Tonight is the night when dead leaves fly like witches on switches across the sky. When elf and sprite flit through the night on a weary sheen. It's Halloween. That's how I learned it.
Huh.
All I know about gods is he must be crazy.
Yeah, especially with those Coke.
Can you imagine if the gods, goddesses were real and around now? Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse. It would be a very, very different world. I did like that the show, which I can't remember the name of, but it had an interesting cast of characters, and and Zeus was every bit as capricious as the Greek gods were. So not exactly a happy world to live in. Yeah. Hecate would be the all right sort of gal to have over for tea and a bit of hexing.
I keep seeing things like on Quora where someone says, well, you atheists, what if you actually had proof that God exists? And the answer is generally along the lines of, well, okay, which God do you suppose it would be? If it was Hecate, then all right, I could go with that. And, if it's the flying spaghetti monster, probably not the God for me. But, well, I don't know. I like pasta. Could be a pastafarian. Everybody who posts those things assumes that the particular God that they've chosen as their patron is the God.
What are your favorite Lovecraft stories? Which is very apropos of what we're going to play today. Yes, feels like there must be some strong influence in Quest for Glory 4. I think the first Lovecraft book that I read was The Dunwich Horror, which was my first exposure to Lovecraft, which was pretty horrific. And of course, I read all the short stories and things like that. I wouldn't say they are my favorite, but they're certainly influential, yes.
Yeah, we're not in general into horror, fiction or movies. We haven't read Stephen King, except maybe,
I did.
one or two of them to decide that we didn't
care
for them.
3 of them that I didn't care
3 of them, okay.
I was pissed at him. So I never liked Stephen King because he always sort of set something up and he didn't deliver on it. So there was going to be Firestarter, the confrontation between her mentor and her should have been a real confrontation. Instead, it sort of was between her and her mentor and her father, and it didn't end well. So yeah, I have problems with it. Athena was all right as long as you didn't beat her at loom weaving. Yes, they were all extremely, extremely jealous and vindictive. Yeah. Prometheus is a bro. Yes, Prometheus was pretty good. Yeah. Hooray! Spooky season 9 made it. Yeah, welcome, Yosh. So
that must mean it's time to start?
It must be time to start, yeah. Let us get into the mood now. Let us think of this as a dark and stormy night. If you remember correctly, the last time we played this game, 3 weeks ago, especially don't brag about it, yes. When we were playing it, we were playing Quest for Glory 3,
Wages of War, or maybe Seekers of the Lost City.
And we got to the end of it, and just as we're having the closing scene and all the rewards and things like that, the hero starts to gyrate like he had a stomach ache or his pants were all through his clothes. And yeah, you would move that way.
I have that problem all the time. Yes.
So then that was the end of the game. So we're going to pick up after that happens.
Oh, it's friend requests.
Well, don't bother with that. I didn't know that you could have friends in this.
Well, they're not true friends.
Okay, fine. All right, Glory Collection. Before Quest for Glory 3 existed, what was your planned opening for Quest for Glory 4? Oh, good question. Let's see.
Okay.
I think we were just going there. Honestly, there was no connection, as you could tell.
Between 3 and 4? Well,
between 2 and except for the coming soon.
Oh, and then, we had the mysterious...
it would have been a very different game.
Out of East.
Yes. Yes, you would have at least had the continuation between the death of Out of East and Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
And what pulled you into there. But probably just would have had something like the scene of the two shadowy figures up on the...
Well, we showed that in too.
Which we did show.
Well, we didn't, but we did say coming. And it would have been Aziza would have tracked down Otavis. What happened to Otavis, and he would begin with trying to chase after Otavis. So it would have been a very different game.
We don't think you would have been snatched and by...
No, you wouldn't have been snatched because now we had a different connection. So it would have been, everything connects differently. So it would have altered the game.
Okay, so because we did have Quest for Glory 3,
we now had a connection.
There's the brief moment at the end suggesting that something is very wrong. Here you've just saved the world again, but you apparently, caught a, what's the word? Some sort. I was going to say, okay. Anyway, some kind of microbial disease or something.
Okay.
Brain. What's the word for like dysentery and so on?
Dysentery.
Yeah, but there's the kind
grips. The grips.
No, the kind of disease. What causes it?
Amoebic dysentery.
Oh yeah, so like an amoebic infection. Anyway, something infected the hero.
Avuzel, yeah.
Let's edit that part out and do it again.
Avuzel, yeah. Avuzel, yeah.
Good to thaw. Yeah, da 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 da.
Yes, dysentery is caused by dysentery. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And,
so that would be Terry Pratchett or Terry Brooks? Probably Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to switch over to here, and once I do that, I won't be able to switch back. So.
I never thought I'd hear a Hava, Nagila, and Avuzel medley. There are actually words for the whole thing, if we could remember.
Yeah, that was something we picked up at a folk sing.
Yeah.
The other one, when Mary Jess mentioned Hecate or Hecate, that we had. We all come from the goddess.
No. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Meter, Kali, Inanna. Yeah.
Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Meter, Kali, Inanna.
Yeah.
That was apparently popular at pagan gatherings, and we learned it from some of our pagan folk singing friends.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yes, that's the we all come from the mother, and to her we shall return like a drop of water flowing to the ocean.
But you had to interrupt me.
Oh well. I remember the song and don't remember well. It was all through the pagan groups at one time. Great. What were you going to say?
Just that you rudely interrupted me singing the beginning of the song because I didn't start on the line you wanted.
No, because that
the same
was
song.
It isn't the same song. It is a round.
Oh, okay.
It's a round. You can put those two together.
That's right.
And it becomes a round.
Maybe there's a third one there.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, there's the male version of the Isis stuff.
Yeah, we all come from the sun god.
Yeah. So yeah, those can be sung in a round.
Lisa Teal.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. No, I don't know. All right. So, at any rate, now we're back to our game.
Back to our game.
If we ever get there. So, yeah, all right. History of this game. Yes, indeed. This game was going to be made after 2. But life got in the way. That was the remake time of Quest for Glory 1. And Corey got shunted off onto Sega Genesis, was it?
Yeah, Sega Genesis CD.
And
which turned out not to be powerful enough to run the VGA games, which they wanted to do.
And since there was this break between between two, there was going to be a break, which, to my mind, I didn't want people to come in cold to game number 4.
Well, we had plotted out some of the elements of 4, and in particular, we said we want this to be a progression where you start out with the townspeople being very suspicious of this stranger who has shown up from nowhere, and that you would not know anyone, and that you had to win their trust.
Right.
Which was a real challenge for Lori in writing the dialogue, because she had to figure out, okay, what stage of the game are we at? What reputation do you have with the villagers? Are they going to continue being rude to you, or are they going to finally start to accept you? And if she pulled it off right, then through the course of the game, you should finally feel like, oh yeah, these are becoming my friends.
Right. So then we stuck in game number 3, and that way we had it was an in-between game. I thought of it as for all the new people coming to Sierra, the 3 was the gateway drug to getting into Shadows of Darkness.
Yeah, because we thought at the time, that Shadows of Darkness was just too heavy. It was too dark. It was too scary. And
Sierra had not done scary games before.
Like it, so
if you don't count, Curl's Bequest is scary.
Was Curl's Bequest before it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we decided that it would be a good idea to have a transition game before we got into it.
And so therefore...
And in hindsight, didn't matter.
It didn't... Well, yes, it did matter, because that meant we had the team we had for Quest for Glory 4. And I have to say that 4 is highly influenced by having Mark, what's his last name? Mark Hudgens as our art director, as opposed to 3, where we had Andy Hoyos. Andy Hoyos, as a lead artist, was the best of the best at the time. I mean, he was our
serious
Bill
fine
Davis,
arts credentials.
Bill Davis's best friend, and so therefore you got the best people if you had Andy Hoyos, which we did for 3. We had him, but honestly, when we came to 4 and we got Mark Hudgens, and he said, I think this should be more cartoony, more, and he established that art style. He established the talkers, which were those full screen talkers, which I really think looked great.
And that's, so we ended up with that. We'd all wanted to do it that way anyway, being the combination of humor and drama. So we're inspired by like the Young Frankenstein and Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Yes, which those were the 2 movies we really recommend for comedy. I mean, Young Frankenstein is just absolutely but there's a couple moments in Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein that are laugh out loud moments. So
Blazing Saddles is another terrific comedy movie, but not in the genre.
Yeah. Yes, Sweet Mystery of Life. Yes. Can't go wrong with Mel Brooks movies in the whole, yeah. And so therefore, those were the comedy influences, but of course, the actual the other influences were all the Universal monster movies. Now, I've never been a monster movie. I mean, I'm a horror fan, although I did watch some of the old horror pictures and the Mummy and that. They all had a style and a class. So yeah. Spaceballs 2 is coming out, I think. Hammer horror. I watched the Hammer horror things. They were on television at the time. Yes. Grim Fandango had several laugh out loud moments. I found it hilarious. And how much Slavic folklore did you know before going into Quest for Glory 4? Well, we had Baba Yaga in 1. So yes, I had
a little bit.
I had the book.
Yeah, we had read books of stories.
the illustrated by the famous Slavic illustrator. Yes, I had read these stories, and they definitely were things that I wanted to bring into the game. One was such a mishmash because we didn't know if we were going to do any other game, so I kind of put in the kitchen sink of Mythos into it. So it wasn't consistent. But by the time knew we were doing the series, at least I could focus on a different area and actually bring in the area, local area. So yeah.
Now the interesting question was, did we expect Shadows of Darkness to become such a fan favorite? Yes and no. We felt like we had put everything of our mind and soul into the game, and that we had, written and constructed a great game with, good puzzles and wonderful story and setting. We had a great art team on it, but we also saw that it was incredibly rushed. We did
1 week of QA.
Well, that we didn't know at the beginning, but
one frickin' week.
And then they said, okay, we got to get our Christmas release schedule out, and we can either ship this now or hold it off until next spring. And our lead programmer basically said, my team is burned out. They cannot go through another 3 months of working in this game and be worth anything. And we reluctantly let them ship it out. And then it turned out it was not just 3, it was about 6 months away from being finished.
It was a mess. It was an absolute disaster. You get this high, your highs and lows at Sierra. This was my magnum opus comes crashing down, and it's like
the game is just unplayable.
It's unplayable. They've destroyed it. My baby is destroyed. And
in fact, I should try to see whether I can crash it. So what happened is I wrote an impassioned letter to Sierra Management, Ken Williams, and so on, and said basically that this was going to hurt Sierra's reputation. They really needed to re-release the game and fix the problems with it. And so the original one is the purple box, which we love the purple box. It's a great box.
But
and that's a Mark Hudgens illustration on the cover.
Yes, it is a Mark Hudgens, and the problem is it doesn't show up as well. And so that when we got it remade and put in the CD and the voices and that, they went to this white cover, and it isn't as moody and that, but boy, can you read that title. Yes.
And the illustration comes across well.
You could actually play that, Larry? How could you even play that game? I don't know.
Anyway, they probably kind of agreed to me, and were probably getting the feedback that the game was broken. But the other thing that had been going on is that Sierra had been changing over to doing CD-ROM games and using professional voice acting. And so they said, okay, if we're going to do this, let's do it right, and we will record professional Hollywood voice actors doing the lines of the game. And in addition, they assigned Kevin Ray, one of the programmers, to sit there for a year and babysit. And babysit the, getting the voices in, but systematically go through the bug list.
Yep.
And he fixed many of them. He was not able to fix all the bugs in the game, but he really took it from unplayable to mostly playable.
Now, how horrifying is it that the Quest for Glory speedrunners largely use the original floppy version?
Oh, that is horrifying.
And I can understand why, because there's so many bugs in it, you could certainly find it.
Cheat.
Yeah. Before DOSBox existed, I had to play on my slowest computer and purposely overload it to void error 52.
Right, I was going to see when we play it, I'll see if I can get it to crash in the second scene of the game.
Belzar says, it almost sounds like an abusive relationships. When things were good, they were really, really good. But when things were bad, it was a horrid nightmare.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
That is.
I always call it the roller coaster ride, but I overload that metaphor because I also call proper game design as creating a roller coaster ride for players. Mm-hmm. You've got to have that tension and excitement of rising to the top, and then the sheer panic and terror of racing down to the bottom, and then a little bit of time to recover before the tension starts in again.
Yes. So, we definitely, in terms of game design, think about things like that, we think about the pacing of the game as the player can experience them, and then we let the player kind of do it himself. But,
Okay, so I can't even read that name. Is it Kalantaris?
Kalan Taris
Said, if you had known the Quest for Glory would become a series, would you have moved Baba Yaga away from Spielberg and replaced her with someone else? No. She was the right villain.
Even though she was inappropriate
even though
for that
she was
area.
out of place, because it was going to be a series, and we planned it as a series from the beginning.
And we could, and because we turned her semi-serious. The minute the game went from being a heroic fiction to a semi-comedic fiction, then having anachronisms like Baba Yaga and references that shouldn't have been in the game fit together nicely. So
and we wanted to presage the later game.
Right. And she was a counter for, we needed somebody to do the whole, needed something to be the villain. And Baba Yaga was perfect, because she is a villain in the sense that you cross her, she'll make sure you never forget it.
I mean, we could have had the three hags from Shakespeare, from Macbeth. Three witches from Macbeth, but that had already been used by
it's not appropriate
a different
for
series
the,
game anyway.
Besides, that was in the Highlands. That was not in Germany. So we had to pull. If we pulled it, would have to be somebody from the Germanic area, and other than gods, no.
Yep.
The three hags, the three Norns, and the three fates decide to have a turf fight. New scene. Oh boy, that.
Anyway, we wanted to have clues to future games and set in there and unresolved plot points that would be resolved later. So
right.
So it made sense to have her.
Yeah. Baba Yaga has hut, will travel.
Yep. The three hags, the three Norns, and the three Greek fates decided to have a turf fight. New scene.
Yeah. All right. So
we can make that game. We would probably do that as something like a Lost Vikings kind of.
The Essence Ritual Chamber gives you a Arana staff for free if you don't have it. That's quite a shortcut, yes. Also, Arana in Wit. We have not been able to reach her for many years. Choose some other sponsor. Yeah. Lorelei would have been interesting, yes. That's true. Let's see, do you have world building advice from the development of the Quest for Glory series?
World building advice.
Know where you're coming from.
Yeah, so figure out what you want to accomplish with it, and then every element that you add in, say, does this make sense in the context where I have it? Does it work? And if you don't, throw it away. So the main thing is be ready to throw out your babies.
Yeah, but in terms of world building, yes, start with the world. Start with the world because that will give you, puzzles and plots and things like that. Know where you want to, what is the environment? How do these characters interact with that environment? And who all would be in that environment?
So knowing that we were doing a series, we started out with some very general themes. We said, okay, classical elements, earth, air, fire, and water. Compass directions, north, south, east, west. Seasons. We got 4, so we had 4 of each. So we said, we'll do a 4-game series, and each game will represent one of these. And over the course of it, we kind of deviated from that.
But this was fall. This is autumn now. This is Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness.
Where we're going. Okay. I thought you were talking about the first game.
No.
Yes. So
yeah, the first game was set in spring, naturally. The second was set in summer.
It's more winter, really.
No, it's early spring, so the mountain passes are still closed
not yet
off.
clear, yes.
So yeah, and they come again. I remember you saying on your forum one time, if there had been a 6th game in the series, you wanted to explore pirates. That would have been an extension rather than a full game.
So that would be a series of expansions to Quest for Glory 5.
And it would have been around that region of islands and things that are in that area around Silmaria. And those would have been expansions so that you would have all the same resources and things and that. Did you have any input on who would do which voices? Yes, we did.
Slightly, yeah.
Yes, we did, because they sent us tapes.
So the director recorded, what do you call it?
Audition tapes.
Recorded the auditions, sent us the audition tapes, and we get to choose from like 4 or 5 voices for each one.
Right.
So we didn't have infinite choice. We didn't get to say in advance, okay, we want Felicia Day, who wasn't anybody back then, or we want John Rhys Davis. Never would have occurred to us, for us to ask for him. But the director knew John and got him to come in and audition.
Yeah, we had also a few other good actors for that. I mean, that auditioned that I didn't even
Some very famous voiceover actors.
Yeah,
yes.
and I did not pick them because they didn't have the energy. Well, most of these people you won't remember at this point because they're old television actors and things like that from our era. But
back in that day.
So, but we got to pick, and we had a lot of choices. I'm not sure I would go with Igor's voice because he sounds a little like Kermit the Frog to me, but he was the best thing. What is television? Something we don't know.
Something we abandoned.
Used to do when we were kids. Yep.
Yes.
Because we haven't watched television in over 30 years, so therefore our references are a little dated, unfortunately. Actually, 40 years at this point.
My father did some work for Philco and got a television kit to put together.
Yay! All right, so let's start this out and see
where
we're going to go.
Where we go.
I miss the old days of free TV with rabbit ears antenna on top of the TV.
Oh, I don't miss the fact they only had 11 channels, of which about 3 of them actually.
Right. ABC, NBC, and
ABC.
ABC.
NBC, ABC, CBS.
Yes. And yes, it was a different time, a different era. And it was that everybody watched those things. Everybody watched certain shows so that you had a universal starting point for conversations.
Well, it was BBC One.
BBC was not for us.
Not for us. DOS Box.
DOS Box.
This will probably be too loud at
DOS
first.
Box. DOS. Yes. John Rhys Davis was the ultimate. Only
3D.
Only Tim Curry would have been.
Look about this 3D animation who worked with Gabriel Knight. Can't have him for all the games.
Learned it on piano.
Looks really good on the smaller screen.
It does. Is DOS Box? DOS Box. Yes.
Okay, I could really start getting to see what we're left from last year.
No.
Let's see if we have any. Oh, we do.
Igor is not missing. We have a lot.
So we did do this. We did play this last year.
Did.
And we got quite a ways into it.
Yeah, but I thought we'd start again.
We could have had a vote for.
We are not restoring. We're going to cancel. We're going to start a new character. This is really cool.
That's probably blowing people's ears out.
Yes, probably. Jennifer Hale is a teen legend nowadays. Yes.
She was unreal back then.
Look at that great animation. Those were done paper animation style. So he had.
And there's the bat signal.
Yes, because Batman is coming. Was this her first role? I think it's about one of the first on her credit list.
Do this. I don't know what to do.
All right, what should we do? Who should we play? Who is the best to play? A fighter, a magic user, or a thief?
Well, I can't be a magic user. I think in this game, what do we get?
No, because I mean, what?
I fight monsters.
Well, yeah, but we have to see. All right, can you
board it?
Yeah, board it for that.
No, I don't think we can.
All right.
Unless I pick somebody.
Yes, you can. Just all right, fine. That's all. Cancel. Just kill the game. I'll F4 things like that. Okay, let's see. Kill it because.
Cancel. Yes.
Ugh, I hate that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I hate the squeaky noises of that those instruments. It's a good. All right, so I would do a survey. Yeah.
Okay. Did I even run? I thought I ran the
Thief is good, huh? That's
Chat box.
interesting.
Okay, we will do a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Poll. Voting on.
We can't play a paladin,
yes.
unfortunately, because I think paladin would be the best. I mean, really. Let's remember what the differences are. If you play a mage, you get that whole battle with the fairy queen and the whole magical staff sequence that you don't get with any other character. If you play the paladin, you get to have Dreams of Arana. If you play the fighter, you just do something. And I don't remember what the advantage of playing a thief is, other than sneaking by all of the monsters. Yeah.
Do you want to allow multi-voting?
No, just one.
Okay, I have made options. And I put in Rana with the long blonde hair. I put in one Lori didn't want, which from last year.
Gets to hang out with Peter Lorre, yes. The Peter Lorre of the era of the Raven and his later games, indeed. First time chat, thank you for joining us.
So yes, we want, it doesn't actually say how to do the poll. Is it exclamation point vote? I think that might be it.
Gary.
We're typing in number. I don't know if the numbers work. Vote 3.
But we can count them up.
Yes.
We don't actually, and it sounds
and so far it looks like everybody wants to be a thief.
Yes, so thief it is.
Which, when we did Hero U Road Redemption, we thought, maybe we're doing the unpopular character, but apparently, all right. Next question is, does our thief have magic?
It doesn't help.
Okay, so we'll do a pure thief. Everyone does these magic hybrid thieves, so I'm going to stop and notify. And the answer is 6 votes for thief.
Because it took the ones that said vote. All right,
2,
so
3,
looks
4,
like
5. I think there are only 5 of those. We counted 3 as well.
Maybe.
Okay, so there we are. We're going to play a thief character.
And we're going to turn on our speakers.
Eventually.
No, turn down your computer speakers before we start playing. Because that isn't that isn't us. So if you turn that down, we will not have to turn
down our voices too.
Well, it shouldn't, no, because our voices are coming through the other thing.
Okay. I'm curious as to whether this actually makes it quieter, so let me know.
Yeah.
Ready?
I think the only unique thing the fighter gets compared to the paladin is they get a battle axe. Oh, is that exciting?
We should have had multiple instruments.
If you could go back in time and change exactly one thing about the Quest for Glory series,
if I could turn back time,
I'd have to think of, listen, how it sounds now.
Is it quieter to you guys?
I remember that wolf sound effect freaking out the cat. All right.
It's definitely quieter on this end. Do you guys have, is it quieter for you guys?
Or is it too quiet? All right. I like the thief animation. Better QA for Quest for Glory 4 must be high on that list. Yes, exactly. Yes, we definitely wanted to have more time for all these games and more QA for all of them, I guess, would be the one thing I really want. It's
should we call them Steely Dan, or is it
Steely Dan? Yes, spell it the right way.
All right. Steely Dan.
With one end.
One end.
Yeah, there. Yeah. Please turn it down more. It's pretty loud still. Well, we will turn it down when we can. We couldn't do it. Yes.
Okay. You want to make him incredibly lucky?
Does that really do much at this point?
I don't know. He's got pretty good agility already. We could make it better. Acrobatics, climbing.
Acrobatics.
We have no memory of what it actually takes to...
Just do agility and luck. Ugh. I hate some of those instruments personally. I like the song.
Yep.
It's just the things get awfully... All right, we do need to climb, but we're, at 200, we're starting out pretty nice.
Well, this is out of 400 possible. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always like having extra vitality.
Yeah, I think everybody can do that.
Like to survive. Starting the game.
You can't adjust the game music while under game settings, not until we get into the game, I think.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Happy to report that our luggage came along with us on the recent trip.
This is such an eerie starting location. Okay, now, do you need the sound volume changed now?
I think they probably do. It was at max.
Yeah, but listening to John is his
quiet
voice is
on our
quiet.
end.
Yes. So this sucks. Do you mean you lost your wallet too? Now that you're literally penniless? Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So
of course,
I'm on
if
the
you watched our last stream, you will know that we were perpetually out of money, so we didn't bring much with us.
Okay.
It's actually better now. Okay, so they liked it once we got out of that music.
I want to bring. Nope, not that way. I do it this way. Speaker icon.
Yeah, Quest for Glory 3. I felt that the economics were not good. You can turn it up again. It's the opening music that's too loud. Yes.
All right. Let's see how this ends up.
Being perpetually out of money turns Quest for Glory 4 from an RPG adventure to a life simulator. Yeah, well.
Okay. Does anyone remember what escape? When I hit your alt enter.
One of the few things I remember clearly about this game are the wraiths are god awful. I liked fighting the wraiths. Okay, I didn't mind the music itself. There.
Dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
Sounds like it is too much compression. It's a little distorted, but you can see that having the right voice actor really brings a game to life. So, yeah, the dialogue, the monologue is good, but hearing John Rhys Davies read it, it's great.
Getting a John echo, interesting.
Seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
So in Quest for Glory 4, you have too much money. The cash you pick up in the first room is enough to buy everything, and then you get a bunch more. Yeah, as I said, economics are really important to games, and we did screw that up. 3, you never had enough to buy.
Didn't have enough money to buy
healing
your
potions
healing pills
and survive.
Yeah.
And this one we got too much. So yeah.
The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall.
Ooh, creepy stuff.
Just what we want to do is click on a deteriorating corpse.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
First introduction to what the currency system is in here. What about this other skeleton? Can I click on it? You find
30 assorted copper and gold coins on them.
Now we're grave robbers.
Now, somewhere along the line, we decided that we really should not have had a narrator narrating the entire game, that it was just too much reading for one person.
Well, particularly after this, and the script was so long, it was a novel. Yes. I'm thinking that, no, that's just a part of the skeleton.
You were in a large?
Yeah. That's just part of the spinal cord of that creature, whatever it was.
Some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
And that, of course, is a phrase from our pagan friend days. We love that phrase, nameless rites and unspeakable rituals. So you have to say it exactly that way.
This torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
This thing here.
You take the torch.
Ah, I got one of the torches. So now we could try to use flint on the torch. Takes flint and steel to make a spark. You only have the flint. Ah, so that's a clue that we're doing the right thing. And this is an important part of proper game design. Bob Bates calls them breadcrumbs. That you want to give players nudges in the direction of things that are going to work and away from things that you don't want them to do.
I think using the starting area as a final dungeon was a pretty brilliant move. It was pretty good. Yeah, we listened to it. That doesn't work. Oh, I hate that. Doesn't work. Nothing happens.
Oh, there's another skeleton. Desiccated corpse. Let's go search that one. So basically, you can't see much in here. It's pretty dark. And you got to figure out what's clickable.
Body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins. Each stamped 1 kopeck.
All right. That was clearly. Now, if we had...
Were there points?
If we had...
No points.
Well, there might be. If we had done this... if I were doing this today, you would have gotten those messages in the right order. It didn't matter which
corpse
you clicked on, you would get that message that we just heard first.
Straight flint with your dagger, creating a spark.
You have to actually use that one.
Strike a spark with a flint and dagger and light the torch. So there we go.
Yay! We got a point.
We have a torch, and now there is a special effect that took the programmers quite a bit of work to get this glow that would move with the character and use the dimensionality of the room. We have pseudo-dimensionality. It's a 2D game, but it's called 2.5D because we actually have up to 16 layers of depth in each scene, and we had it set up so that light could be in front of some of the layers and behind others.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Was not an easy thing to
The question is, now that we have a torch and can see, do anything other than go out?
No, I don't think so. Sierra Adventure Games had a deserved reputation for being frustrating and obtuse. Quest for Glory avoided that. Thank you. We tried. We try.
We sometimes find that we have... Okay, let's play with the doorway.
Sphincter.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Sphincter? What is a
Did you share engines among the various games? Or did you reinvent the wheel?
You've made it into a large chamber.
We'll get to that.
Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south. That didn't do anything.
Oh, I didn't intend to do anything. Okay, we are going to save here. We have an automatic save, but we have...
Yes, this game we actually managed to get the automatic save going every time you entered important parts. Yes.
Okay, so Sierra, before we got there, developed their own interpretive language called AGI, Adventure Game Interpreter, and that was used for the Winnie Pooh game and Black Cauldron and stuff like that, and for the first King's Quest. While just about the time I got there in 1988, that Bob Heitman and not Chris Heiden, Steve. Anyway, genius guy, had been working on SCI, which was the advanced version of AGI for 16 color graphics and so on. He said the voice echo kind of fits with the narration. I don't know that it'll do any good to restart it.
Yeah, it might be just the way they compressed this. You may have heard it better on your speakers.
Yeah, I remember it as being better than that, so who knows. So anyway, came up with SCI, and SCI was a Lisp-like reverse Polish notation, lots of parentheses. One of the programmers at a sign over his desk had said, "Penny a parent," which is apparently he would have been paid better if he'd gotten that much. It was a very interesting system. So,
and all the games basically used
we all used them. And if you wanted a particular feature in SCI that wasn't there, you went over to someone on the systems team and talked to them. If they agreed with you, they would make the feature.
So that is what we used for Quest for Glory 1, 2, 1.5. 1 remake, 3.
And
then
4.
we come to this one.
Yes.
And they rewrote the system.
But it is just, it's an SCI 2 or something like that.
Right. They were doing SCI 2, which meant that the first few months of development for this game were not done. No programming could be done because there was no system to do it. Therefore, everything got compressed all the time.
I thought we did it on the old system for a while.
No,
then,
we did not.
Okay.
We made the decision to upgrade it to the new system, and then it took 6 months for the system to actually
so
get
it's
written.
parallel development of the system in the game.
But no game could be programmed. So then once the system was down, now they could do the programming, but it still had the same deadline. So there's a reason why there were so many bugs.
Yes.
Stone valves close
You
off
did read that.
passageways leading in.
Okay. So we have a game that is by far the most complex we've done because I had worked with Lori on the design for 1 and 2, and fairly heavily on 2, but I was still also the lead programmer. This was the first time I was a full-time game designer along with Lori, so as a result, we put in far much more content than could fit in a game. Let's see what we've got here in the center.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Spooky season. Okay, so I wonder what the interface is here if I want to combat or cast spells or anything.
You
like
do
that.
not have any magical ability.
Oh, I'm a thief. Okay, well, that makes it simpler. Do I need to equip the dagger? I don't think so.
No, we don't have equipment.
Let's
in
look at
this
our
game.
character sheet.
That's a good idea.
A lot of numbers in red, which are supposed to be changed since last time you've seen it. Which basically means just this first time I've looked at it.
Yep.
So we have all the stats.
Score of 8.
Score of 8. We got some puzzle points.
For
Where do you
this,
see that?
system,
Right over the health.
this system, we can't actually show ourselves, can you, while we're playing the game?
Show ourselves.
In the little corner,
I think we're right there underneath
All right,
the
can you
chat
see
box.
us?
Can you guys see us?
Well, move the chat box.
Well, that's difficult,
No, that's true.
but I'll do it.
Okay.
Streamlabs chatbot.
We can see you. Okay, fine. That means
we
that
are.
we can make
A flock of
gestures
winged
and things
creatures
like that.
emerges from the cave entrance, and they don't look friendly.
Oh dear, and they're going to kill us because
Well,
we tabbed out.
because he tabbed out. Oh, there we go.
And I can't fight because I tabbed out. How do we throw a dagger?
You
I don't
can't throw a dagger. You just have to fight him.
I don't actually have access to this.
Why don't
There's
you?
a letter S.
It's a good thing you saved.
Back out of that? Oh, okay. It's a good thing I saved because I can't maximize this. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there.
Okay, I thought this S button was what I was supposed to press when you made the letter S. Put this thing down here. There should be some way. Okay, I can probably. No, spacebar is not jump. Ah. Okay, so this game was the one that had the Street Fighter style combat, which Lori and I both like Street Fighter 2.
Oh, you got a bat.
I killed one?
Well, you get it. Yeah, you can see the blood.
Well, they're getting me.
Well, they are.
That may be my blood.
So,
My
no.
head points
If only
almost
the
gone.
game had a manual. Yeah, right.
Well, we could pause this and get the manual
You
out.
killed one.
Yay!
It's going to kill you. Good thing
It
we
is.
saved. Next time, remember that we can't actually. This is a real-time game.
Alyssa, you made me sweat.
I know.
Right as we were in this room.
I didn't realize there was a counter in this room.
I did.
Oh, well, then you should have said.
You wrote the game. You should remember the batters.
I didn't remember they were in this room.
Yay!
Wow.
With about 2 hit points left.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the batters.
Okay, how's our volume right now, by the way? Is the game volume okay?
The hero was battered badly.
I'm sure we're
1 hit point
down to half.
And
So it wasn't quite 1 hit point.
you should have seen the other guy. Volume is fine.
Okay, good. All right. We have 108 out of 216. We're exactly 50%.
And 10
And I don't... 10 what?
stamina.
That's what we were burning, our stamina.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if we can rest here. Probably not a good place to, but...
No rest for the chase.
Ha ha ha. All right, let's go search these bodies, because that's...
That didn't...
What?
That didn't...
You can't. There's nothing on a bat.
You're in the heart of the...
No, can't see the bats we killed.
Oh, well.
Long past
Okay.
Oh, there's a long passageway down there?
a stone valve.
That's where we came from.
No,
Is there- or
no, we
from
came
here.
through that sphincter.
All right, well, let's try walking down this passageway. Wonder if I got any healing potions. Remember my luggage that got lost. Oh, here's an interesting place.
A deep pit fills most of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm.
Maybe we can climb that rope. Take the rope, test the rope, walk the tightrope enough already. Let's test it.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Oh, no problem then. Let's just walk the tightrope. We save again? No. Maybe there's another save. Uh-oh.
You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest.
Shame we can't actually rest here. There, what do you know? We're
Just
good.
barely made it across the pit.
Yay. Now where do we go? Back there. Anyway, scary, spooky place.
Creepy thing, creepy tentacles. Everybody loves tentacles. What do you know? We made it out.
Slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Yikes! This was a sort of a, I mean, it was a trope, but kind of still from Gary Gygax.
You are alive!
Had an adventure with a living cave.
I never walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous up at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
I'm in love. Oh.
The first person you meet is a totally ordinary peasant girl, voiced by Jennifer Hill. Completely, totally ordinary, yes.
And it was back then. There's another automatic save. Okay. Out of cave.
Out
Africa.
of darkness. Yes, out of darkness.
Out of darkness?
Katrina is the best thing about this. No,
Out of darkness.
wait, it's Shepard. She doesn't sound like Shepard. It's
Okay, let's look at that
The
now.
cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
What about leaving it?
I think it looks a lot like, say, Alien, which is not a
Yeah,
bad.
Giger. HR Giger.
Yeah, that's definitely what we were trying to channel with this cave.
So yes, I actually played in a game with Gary Gygax, co-creator of Dungeons & Dragons, in which he had us going into a cave with this sort of an entrance, and it, of course, turned out to be a monster that we had to fight our way out of later.
All right, what do we got there?
The
There's no
archway
choice.
above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them. from Arcania 101, no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses.
Of course, as
The eighth is new to you. It looks a bit like a six-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
So why did a thief take Arcania 101?
Because he read the hero manual.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange,
It's a cuttlefish!
Stone.
Nope. Oh, stones form a pathway across the goo. Alright, well, of course, anything that doesn't look like it's nailed down, we need to pry out with our dagger.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
It wasn't nailed down! Now we have a tentacle fish.
It's always useful to have a squid in your pocket. You never know when they can be used.
Rockos has formed an island within the goo.
Alright, let's see, I saved recently,
Walk.
so we will turn the speed up to maximum.
Really? I think the control F12 to increase cycles on DOSBox if you want to get the crash. I'm not sure we want to get the crash.
Okay, whee!
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on.
Yay!
Oh, we went down, did not crash.
We did not crash. Is
Yeah,
that
you
a
used to have to slow down the speed of the game to avoid crashing
Uh-huh.
it.
This version might well have had the timing patched.
This tall standing stone has been carved, so the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
Oh, let's use our stone on it. Squid the
The
squid.
dark one sign does look a little like the top of this standing stone. So you try touching the sign to the stone.
That's exactly what I
You'll
intended.
feel a resonance between them. Nothing else happens.
I'm not too good with the
The standing stone
rock salad. There's over
A
there.
delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
Oh, we should get that out.
Shades of Cthulhu, represented by the tower, the shape of the...
You can't
Oh,
reach
you
the
see it.
bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else.
Probably not right now.
And this
Get out of here.
random guy,
Sorry?
New Rising Sun, patched all the Sierra timing bugs. Oh, okay. Yeah, calling Sierra back in the day and saying it was impossible to patch this game.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
Do you have a rope? Well, that would have been smart
There's a
if we
hand
could have
coming out of there.
taken that rope with us, but we didn't take the rope.
Oh. Should I go back?
You can't, so
Hope we don't need it.
forward.
That would have been a good idea.
It would have been good. Gee, why didn't you say something before this?
Well, let's save and restore there just to find out whether it's possible.
No.
No, I need to find out.
Okay, fine.
Let's make this out a dark cave, close enough.
Okay.
Whoop. Save, and then we will do
Restore. Sam White, Scamg's #1 rule. You're right. We should have remembered that. All right, so go out the bottom. Maybe we
first
can
up, fight
avoid the
monsters.
batters. You could maybe.
I don't think you can.
All right. Well, can you do better this time?
Maybe I'll have full screen at least.
Maybe you won't be so hurt.
So I guess if you stay there too long, you get them.
Yeah, I thought so. So I didn't remember you had to get that encounter.
I've always had it, so.
Ah, yes. If you can take the rope here.
Walk the tightrope? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take it on that side. Ooh, my
No.
stamina is going down rapidly. Wow.
You just bit.
Right click on it. Hard to do that. Not have fine mouse control. Here we go. Take the rope.
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way.
All right. So we can't get it. Oh well.
Enough already. I seem to remember something about the magic user taking a sheet or something from that. Okay, so that has been tested. And there may be other things we could have done, but one of the problems I have with a lot of games, and to some extent even ours, is, oh, look at those ants
Small
up there.
hunks of earth and grass rise
Out of the seething swamp along with ants. Well, we could go there and get killed. Nope, maybe not.
The rocks are slippery and unpleasant.
Can we not walk across the slab? No.
Is this a swamp or a marsh?
That's a marsh.
Creepy indeed. They're right out of a nightmare. I know. What is the difference between a swamp and a
I
marsh?
think a marsh is mostly water with some tufts of land.
There is a distinct. I just read something about the distinction between them, but I can't remember the actual.
Okay, so we don't actually know where we're going.
But we're told to go north.
We are basically going north.
Swamp, isn't it, Brady?
There are places here where it's kind of hard to tell whether you can go or not.
Swamps have things in them. Marshes have hairs. Or was that marches? Yeah. What is it? It's good to have you back, Mary.
Okay, well, it seems to be kind of dead end.
Per Google, thank you. Main difference is their dominant vegetation. Swamps are forested wetlands with trees and woody, while marshes are treeless wetlands dominated by grasses, reeds, and sedges. So it is a marsh. You don't see too many trees there. But Marcia is.
Oh, I don't know where we are.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Oh, and it's got purple on it.
Welcome to Mordor.
Rasmus lives there.
It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Lori loves alliteration.
Far in the distance,
Grim majestic castle.
this heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait.
Okay.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
Well, if I were stealth, I could try to pickpocket him. But,
I think that would be difficult.
who are you?
I am Boris Stovich.
Stovich. What's that castle?
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
He says Moldavia perfectly. Mm-hmm. He just says he's waiting for the key master.
Yes, it's the Monster Marsh.
The Monster Marsh. Oh, the Monster Marsh. It was a graveyard smarsh.
This is, of course, based off of Boris Karloff, who was the monster, the ultimate monster. You can ask about Moldavia.
Moldavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Moldavia, and the name means Dark Valley.
As opposed to the Hotel California.
Yes, it is. The Hotel Moldavia.
Dark Valley. It is kind of dark there, especially at night. Mm-hmm. Are we at night still? Borgov family.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
Time of darkness? Heck, I can't get it. There.
It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness.
Just
Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
No more elephants.
Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Does Moldavia mean Dark Valley in any language?
No, that's a made-up word.
Made up?
Made up. We had to have a good, that it worked. I mean, it had to be like Moldavia.
Moldova, yeah.
It's across like Transylvania, really.
Let's tell me about that Borgov family.
Why are there
The heads
boyars
of
but
the
no
Borgov family
girls?
were the
Because it's too hard to
Boyars
say.
of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
Every once in a while,
spooky.
this is guys doing the right voice, and you can hear Boris Karloff when he speaks at times. Something else. We've already gone through these things.
Who lives in the castle?
There we go.
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. And then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe. And some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Mordavia reminds me of Ravenloft and Innistrad. We did play the original Ravenloft scenario and had a wonderful time. We did a Halloween marathon run
Yes,
all
Halloween night. We had
Lori
about-
dressing up as a gypsy, except apparently we're not allowed to use the word gypsy anymore. So.
But yes, there were. I think we had about 6 players. I had fixed supper the night before. We had turkey supper and that, and the dogs that we owned at the time got into the turkey.
And so instead we had spaghetti.
It was a memorable. Well, they did after we ate.
And, half our players were 3/4 asleep by 3 in the morning or
3 in
so.
the morning. Yes. Yeah, I could have played Katrina then.
If the game
But
series
I didn't.
teaches you anything, is that it's incredibly unlucky to be a baron.
There's the go. Yes.
The Gorlars go out and become brigands.
Uh-huh. Did you know the current King Charles III is considered a descendant of Vlad the Impaler, the inspiration for Bulgaria, through his great-grandmother Mary of Teck, who was descended from 2 of Vlad's sons. No,
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Yes, in English it is Romani, but in Spain, the Spanish Romani call themselves Gitanos. The name did not acquire the same level of pejorative qualities that it does coming into English. And so therefore, in our current games, they are now rovers.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the Gypsy
After
Rovers,
the song, the Gypsy
Rovers,
yeah.
and other things that were influenced.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Which we'll learn more of as we play through the game.
So therefore, yes, we try to be
rovers.
politically correct in this case, not to offend people or hurt people's feelings, more to the point. Yes.
Esme is awesome.
Yes.
Esme from Hero You Road to Redemption, which I assume you all of you own, but if you don't, buy it.
Yeah, really.
Get a copy for your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Get a copy for your
It's a
brother
perfect
and mother.
Halloween gift, even if it
It
isn't.
is. Because Road to Redemption has a major Halloween sequence in
Yes,
it,
it
and talking
does.
to the dead and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Who's the daughter?
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
Who's the master?
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Ah, if the master has written a will, which Midgest is going to try to do a Hero You run where they don't screw up. I guess we should do that, huh?
Right.
We'll get there. We'll probably get there sometime next year.
Next year we'll do it. No, we'll see what we can do.
The will of the master is the wheaten of the servant.
Okay.
So we went to a thing during San Diego Comic-Con one year that was called Woot Fest and had Will Wheaton and was Felicia Day there?
She wasn't, but there were other people.
Who was the
Alton Brown was there.
Alton Brown, yeah, and we had the scientist guy that was.
Yeah.
Celebrity
scientist, not.
Not that one, but the other one?
Not that one, but the other one.
Oh, okay, there we go. Anyway, and the soundtrack for that was Taylor Swift's Shake It Off.
Bill Nye, yes.
Wasn't Bill Nye?
I think it was. Bill
Was
Nye,
it?
the science guy.
Oh, was it? Okay, might have been. Anyway, the soundtrack was Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. And by that, I really mean that was the soundtrack. Every time
they were late going up, so we had about a half an hour of sitting in the seat.
There and hearing Shake It Off play on auto repeat that entire half hour.
Yes, with nothing else. No break. That was just it. We learned that song by the end of the half an hour.
And when they got to intermission, they put on Shake It Off over and over again. So I think that was a clever way of only having to license one song for the...
All right, let's listen to The Foreigner.
The Foreigner. Is the Foreigner? Is he an undocumented immigrant?
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Did Stu play Boris? He did a couple of roles in this.
No. Actually.
That's about the guards.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Ha! Another
witticism.
Borisism.
Borisism, yes.
All right. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Something else.
Yay! Ask about the town. Well, let's get out of here.
You could ask about the gate.
We could. We haven't
asked about Boris.
All right. Go ask about
Boris. I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
The gate.
This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotars, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission.
I guess it's daytime then.
Yes, it is.
So the process for this is I got some software written by Bill, whatever his name was, who was in charge of the sound stage for Sierra, where they did Phantasmagoria, and he had written a little program. Bought a laptop just for the purpose. It was a transportable, let's call it that, very heavy 486 laptop, and we had all the scripts in that, and I could basically cue to each line in turn, and we had the actor read the line and then do multiple takes of it until we were satisfied with one. I would mark the good take and go on, which is, as you can imagine, was kind of time-consuming process. So when John Rhys Davis was doing that massive number of lines for the narrator, he eventually said, this is taking too long. I've got a lot of lines to go. And he said, tell you what, stop giving me cues. I'm going to read the lines one after another. And he proceeded to just go down the script and do line, line, line. Usually he left a second in between so we could cut there, but it was actually pretty difficult. We made a lot of work for the sound engineers at Sierra, breaking his part out. Mm-hmm. And sound engineers have to do quite a bit like this. They have to equalize it all so that the volume levels are consistent throughout the game, all the characters, all the lines.
And these had to be done manually at the time. Nowadays, you can break them out with the program.
Well, the program I have, at least it showed them where the starting and stopping points of each line. So that helped. But it was an enormous amount of effort.
I haven't heard the Hildegard von Blingen's version of Shake It Off. I'll have to look at that up. Because I listened to her, the content.
I'm afraid I have not listened to nearly enough Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie.
No, let's see.
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town.
How far into the game do you expect the player to figure out the truth about Odysseus and Katrina? Do you want them to know just after talking to Boris? No, not really. I want them to get the clue for it. Oh, yes, you can talk to your doctor.
Yeah, because we had it in the previous game, so
yes,
of course they have it here.
Necrotar, half man, half dead. Necrotar, half man, half goth. Well, let's see.
You're supposed to generally clue onto it. Okay, so you're supposed to be a little bit surprised and suspicious about this woman who shows up in the middle of the night outside of a scary cave.
Yeah.
Is real, and she tells you that everything's dangerous. What's she doing out there?
Right.
You know, this is kind of an evolution in adventure gaming, because when we did Heroes Quest, people were shocked to discover that the guy outside the gate playing with his dagger was not necessarily your friend and not even necessarily telling you the truth.
Yeah.
So, you know, we figure by this game, people know to be suspicious of anyone just as they're suspicious of you.
Mm-hmm.
Nikratar, half man, half dead?
Mm-hmm. Nothing suspicious at all. She was just out there picking mushrooms. Yeah.
So I have the option to make the thief sign. I kind of think that would be a bad idea.
Well, try it. She's not going to know what it is.
All right, fine. Make the thief
You
sign.
adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your
This,
left hand.
Corey, this.
No one seems particularly impressed.
No. Wiggle.
Wiggle.
That way. Yeah, see, he can't even, he's obviously not a thief.
I didn't see what it said.
I didn't either, but...
We'll do it again, because
right,
somebody interrupted.
You adopt the
Yeah.
No one seems
Okay, fine.
Okay. Greet the gatekeeper.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the path to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
So at that time it was a swamp. Now it's a marsh. Because the trees all died out.
Tell about yourself, because...
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
Especially with his overly long fingers. Say goodbye. It's polite.
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
So he is constantly quoting aphorisms, many of which he makes up himself.
Yes. He was twirling and tossing the dagger, and he would plant it in your back if you tried anything. Yes.
Score 29. Health is half. Stamina is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can
Boris
rest here.
is so much more creepy than Katrina, but he's just a fairly nice guy. I'm glad you think he's creepy, because, I mean, we really wanted you to get, you know...
After some rest, you feel better. You don't have any rest.
You better find... Uh-oh. Need food. Brown thief is hungry. Okay, so we have our stamina's up to 86. At least we can move now. All right, so we'll go down the path.
To be fair,
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
That's very sweet of it. All right, so he said something about going east. I'm guessing north is the top.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of a convention that games use.
I don't know. If I go into a dark and creepy castle, I want Boris with me. Ah, good. To be fair, Bruno would plant the dagger in the front too.
There's something up there.
Yay!
See this tree.
It
Is there a
looks
hole
like
in the tree?
You are on an old road. The way to the west is badly overgrown, while the route north and south has seen considerably more traffic. You can see cultivated fields and the walls of a town to the north.
better eat soon or you'll be irrational.
Just past
Oh,
the
I
hill,
get it.
you can see
Rations.
cultivated fields and a walled town.
Thank you. I've lost context for that. So,
So we're out of rations.
yep.
Irrational. Hi, how are you?
Now, it might not be very realistic to have pumpkins in this period of time, but
We don't really know what
An
the
old
time is.
stump by the side of the road make
Ooh, old stump. Let's search it. Maybe there's stuff hidden in the stump.
you find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump.
Ha-ha!
They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
They will be forgotten again because they're not there. Pick a pumpkin.
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Oh, darn. I like pumpkin pie. It's my favorite pie.
you know
You
that.
take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Ah, there's some corn. Maybe we can eat that.
Fried corn.
You nibble some corn.
Well, at least it's food. You know, Rana is a pumpkin spice kind of girl, and Katrina drinks her coffee with 100% dark chocolate.
Ah, undoubtedly.
This background is quite reminiscent of past Quest for Glory games. I really love that entrance to the thing.
The huge boulder raises a solitary wooden staff high above the clearing. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Oh, I'm going to inappropriately touch the feminine staff.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
It's quieter, so
You find yourself letting go.
let's try it again.
The staff.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
Yeah, I don't care for her voice.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly. You pick some flowers and put them away.
Yay, we have inventory. Oh, they're pretty. I can plant them on somebody's grave somewhere.
You! How did you get here?
That was Stu.
Why are you here?
This is Stu Rosen, our director.
Strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Hi there.
Wonder who led to more sexual awakenings, Katrina or the Rusalka. Nah, my suspicions.
Let us greet the Burgomeister. I don't think we're signing
The
up.
Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
You're forgetting Chima. Oh, that's true, but you know.
Tell about yourself,
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
which we don't really know.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Ah, the waitress in Quest for Glory 3. Ah, okay. Everybody has their favorites.
Should I make a thief sign? Oh, kill me.
You put your thumb on your nose and wiggle your fingers while rubbing the other hand on your belly.
Idiot! We need no more fools around here. Go away!
Fortunately, he doesn't recognize it. Enough already!
Shima and Robin Hood caused a lot of furries to get realizations in the 80s.
I see.
Yes, well, Robin Hood was a pretty good game, a movie for that. I've always been very
Oh, you're talking
fond
about the
of-
Disney version of?
Yes, yes.
With the fox,
Yes.
Robin Hood. Yes, that was a great realization of the Robin Hood myth.
Yes, so.
Robin Hood stories.
Did you have any trouble with age ratings from the Rusalka? We were always so lucky when Sierra was run by Ken Williams, since Ken never actually ever looked at our game. And so, yeah, I was expecting Rusalka to be, up to the water, up to here, so that nothing would show and you wouldn't have that. And then when they drew it and it was where it was like,
Oops.
okay, that's a little more.
I mean, it is theoretically. Her hair is covering everything.
Yes,
that should be
everything's
shown.
proper.
But we did get some complaints. I remember particularly a letter from a father who said that he'd been playing the game with his 10-year-old son and that thought that was really inappropriate. Wanted his money back. So there were some complaints.
I thought Robin Hood character movie was very imaginative in how they anthropomorphized all the animals. The turtle especially had me rolling in the floor laughing in the chase scene. Interesting enough, the Robin Hood was not supposed to be Robin Hood when they started out making it.
Oh, really?
They were making Reynard the Fox.
Oh,
after
it makes
the
a lot of
stories
sense.
of the trickster Reynard.
But everyone had heard of Robin Hood.
Yes, and Reynard the Fox stories do not end well for Reynard, usually. None of the tricksters in Eastern European tales tend to wind up in good places.
Well, I need a brief break while you
Yes, okay.
you take over.
Yes, Reynard and Chanticleer, yes.
Yep.
But, yes, you may do that. I played Leisure Suit Larry with my dad. The Rusalka was nothing. No, actually, I think ours was a little more explicit looking than, I think yes. Yeah, and Reynard and Chanticleer, but they've actually had to give it up. I think Hungarian Dance #5 plays the Burgomeister's place. I really like that song, yes. But I didn't actually, it was all Audrey's choice on what went on, what classicals he adapted here.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you. This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here. The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Oh, we had better do that. What's that, shop?
Yeah, but I had already read everything else there.
Okay.
The existence of Mordavia implied the existence of a town called Lesdavia. And even when you were,
if it was in English.
Even when you were a complete noob in Spielberg
This
Valley,
heavy
or
wooden door
this
guards the
unfriendly.
entrance to the Burgomeister's office.
Sorry. When you're a noob in Spielberg?
In Spielberg, people weren't this unfriendly. Yeah, they're definitely.
There's stuff going on around here.
Well, you are now trapped inside a Hammer horror show. You'd be suspicious of everybody. Exactly.
From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Either that or burger chef, yes.
This is the major entrance of the general store. Colonel, you tell? And the private quarters are in the Burgomeister's office.
Major, Colonel, General. Alright. You go to the store first to get a ration since we're starving? Or we check into the
We ate a bit of corn.
We nibbled on.
Yes.
It is the major model of a modern major general store.
Cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
She must be the gossip monger. Yep, cat.
The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confine.
As I said, Lori loves alliteration.
The
So
cozy...
it says, how did John react to all the puns he had to read?
Oh, he enjoyed it.
This pot is looking a bit blue. Maybe that's because it hasn't been sold yet.
He loved them.
The huge brown pot is probably used to store bulk merchandise, or maybe homemade brownies. This is
the store counter. Yeah, his only problem with the game is his script was too long and he had a trip planned. And we didn't schedule enough time for all the reading he had to do. But yeah, he really enjoyed himself in this. He's a very funny guy. great sense of humor.
The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm on these cold autumn evenings. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it.
Autumn is the best month. Agree. I'm not a pumpkin spice person. I'm a fall person.
Yeah, polite are you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Reading or the introduce?
Introduce yourself.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see your face again.
We better make the thief sign. Should I ask some questions or buy equipment? We'll buy equipment. We got any money?
Yes, we picked that up. We got
some crowns, didn't we?
Yes, right.
Trail rations, 50 kopecks. That's what we mostly need. Oil flask. We'll probably need oil flask for doors.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll buy that. 18 crowns and 51 kopecks. So we can afford an oil flask. Trail rations. Buy.
First, select the item.
Oh. I don't know how many we bought. We're carrying 17 crowns. Let's look at our inventory. We have trail rations. 2. Yeah, you can buy them one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often. I suppose you need more than 2.
Avocado and garlic sandwiches. I want one now. I'm not, as long as the garlic is cooked. I like my garlic roasted or, fried in butter, and that would be good.
I had a superstition for a long time that I was allergic to avocado, but I think that was mostly because I mostly only ate avocado and guacamole and something about the spices and the peppers, and it tickled my throat.
And I had garlic toast for breakfast, effectively. Garlic toast with some,
cheese, Munster cheese.
Munster cheese on top of the toast. And yes, I like that. Asher was allergic to avocado for a time, but it eventually cleared up. So maybe that was true with you.
Possibly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, eggplant is the one thing I avoid now.
Mm-hmm. Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rust.
Yeah, that's what I use it for.
If you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. And then shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Okay, so let's see. Did you decide to make the combat in this one different from the other first 3, or was that a decision from above? I did not care for the look of the combat
in the first 2
games. And even in the 3rd game, it really looks lame. The way the monster is animated, their heads and things like that. I really wanted something that would be, better looking and more exciting. And we both loved Street Fighter style games. But
starting for the first one, we had the trick, the quandary of if you actually just have your little characters fighting with each other, it doesn't look like anything. It's too small to read well. So we decided we wanted to do the close-up, and then we started having problems with, will that work with the scene and so on. So
yes. So we
went to having a custom combat screen.
The problem is that large characters could not be animated well under the first.
Yeah, we had horribly slow machines. The Tandy 1000 or Tandy 2000 were are epitomes of the machines from hell for developing, because they were just so slow. They used an 8088 processor, not even an 8086. It was the 8-bit version of the 8086, very low memory, and I think it was a 4.77 megahertz processor. Nowadays you're talking gigahertz. I was megahertz. So they were just really, really slow. And Sierra's mandate was to have everything at least 10 frames per second. And in fact, that was kind of the standard speed. The Tandies couldn't even do 10. They could do like 3 or 4 frames per second. So if you had most of the screen taken up by a huge monster and tried to fully animate it, that would involve redrawing essentially the entire screen every frame. And that was just flat out impossible on a slow machine. So what we did is we had things like I think for the Cheetar, for instance, we had a still picture of the Cheetar's body, and we only animated the arms and claws.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that come Quest for Glory 3, we were still doing something similar with say, the dinosaur. But this has gotten the rewrite of the operating system for Sierra, the SCI 2, and so therefore it could
1.1, something like that.
Well, could handle the more animation. As you can see, we're doing a lot of things with large scale animation.
And of course, it's 256 colors instead of 16 colors.
And so, on the other hand, we knew that not everybody likes real-time action games like Street Fighter. So therefore, we wanted another system that would allow the player who doesn't like Twitch games to have an alternative. And that's where we had Henry Yu, our programmer for combat.
And I had a casual conversation with him one Friday. And I remember it was a Friday because, I mentioned that I was really interested in fuzzy logic and wanted to try using it in a game sometime. And he said, "Oh, we can use fuzzy logic for the combat, and I'll make a prototype of it." I said, "Oh, that'd be really cool." And I come back Monday, and he has worked on it all weekend, and he has a fully operational fuzzy logic based, basically player assist for the combat. So the monsters always use the fuzzy logic, which means they have 2 or 3 or 4 different things they could be doing, and the fuzzy system helps them decide in any given attack what they're going to do. And then if you're in the computer assisted mode, then your character also uses fuzzy logic, and you set the strategy such as if you're a magic user, how much magic you're going to use, how aggressive you're going to be, how defensive you're going to be, how much you want to move, and then once you put that in, you say start it, and then it runs a simulation of the combat. And I think it looks damn good.
Yeah. Let's see. Allergies are weird. Our bodies say, "I don't have anything to fight, so have at you, tomato." Or in my case, autoimmune diseases are the same way. "I don't have anything to fight, so let's attack the actual body at the same time."
Yes, what a great idea. Ragnats asked if we played Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure.
I saw that. I thought it looked good, but we didn't actually
We've seen the game. We have not played it.
Yeah.
Our favorite Street Fighter character, of course, is Chun-Li. I mean, who else could it be?
Really, and
she's the best.
I like the dodge mechanics of the first two. Kind of felt like Punch-Out on Nintendo. That's where this game really puts dodge and avoid to,
So you can actually see it visually.
Yes. So, yeah. The animations in this game are so smooth, yes. I think the Quest for Glory 2 remake and Heroine's Quest did interesting takes on the combat system from 1 to 3. Okay. I've forgotten and need to get around to playing the remake at some point. Yeah. Shameen was the original fuzzy logic character in Quest for Glory 2.
That's true. And Shima.
Sure how logical they are, actually.
They have their own sort of logic of
getting hit
preferring to be somewhere warmer.
Doesn't hurt unless you have an autoimmune deficiency. I see.
Or if it's the entire Ottoman Empire hitting you, then it hurts.
Heroine's Quest was such a lovely game.
It was. We did play it one time on the stream, but we didn't get very far into it. I couldn't get off the first island.
Yeah, we were terrible. We're terrible players, honestly.
So ask about candy, clove of garlic, trail rations, small hand broom. Okay, shopping bag. Do we use shopping bag?
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things.
And of course, this being a hybrid adventure role-playing game, there's a puzzle eventually that you need a shopping bag for. I don't remember what the puzzle is or how it works. That's about the cove of garlic.
Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Hey!
It's probably
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
Effective.
surprisingly, the small handbag is not a bag to store small hands. Yes. Kind of
Well,
sounds
purchase
like
goods. Maybe we should buy a clove of garlic. Sorry, bulb of garlic.
Quest for Glory predicted paying for shopping bags. Yes.
So there's let's get some more rations. But not enough. Apparently, I have to buy them one at a time now.
What do you think about including red herring items that are never useful for any puzzle in adventure games? I do not like it. I mean, yes,
Unless they're funny.
Unless they're funny, unless they are a joke, in which case they are, they have a purpose.
The purpose is the joke, yes.
But
Say goodbye.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you?
Red herrings. Sorry to interrupt.
yes. Hooray! I have done the dad thing and fed my kids some burgers and sausage. The grilled. Yay!
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the wind blow fair at your back.
Do you know anyone who quotes himself all the time?
I don't mind red herring items in games as long as there aren't too many of them. It does give you a puzzle. I mean, it does give you something to try to figure out. But unless it has a purpose, it's kind of a waste of puzzles, yes.
Yeah, because you have to still program all the interactions for it,
Yes.
and none of the interactions do anything useful, so...
Mhm. Monkey Island's first game has a literal red herring, yes. But it's useful, so subverted, yes. Yes, that's the whole point, is to subvert the tropes.
And, Quest for Glory is mentioned prominently on the TV tropes.
Yeah.
Subvert the tropes page.
Up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Hey, he's a payment processor.
All right, so yes.
We always do a save called In the Inn.
Did you guys actually get to meet John? Corey did. I didn't. I was at home.
Yeah.
We had a young kid, and I had to be there for him. So I missed John.
Basically, I went down with this brand new laptop and the program on it. Stayed in North Hollywood, I believe it was. We stayed at the Beverly.
I stayed at the Beverly for 5.
For 5, okay. I think we did some of the recording in Santa Monica and some of it in North Hollywood. So I worked with Stu Rosen. Stu had an assistant who basically coordinated all the schedules and when we could get recording studio time and when the voice talent could come in. It was quite a thing. Oh, I should have that envelope here.
When we did Shannara, I was the one to be down there to do Shannara. I did, and I got to stay down in the Hollywood area. We had deliberately chose to use Stu again for Shannara.
Should go to full screen, but it's going to put the game on pause.
Well, you could put the game on pause. There's nothing wrong with that. And we can just listen to, as he says, the Arabian Dance by Greg. He stares at you in fear and astonishment because your clothes are 2 seasons ago. Oh, you found him. Awesome.
There's this one.
Yay!
Who's in the background that isn't... not sure that it's just an assistant, I guess. We had catering.
I didn't know you guys did Shanara. Well, now I got to go play Shanara. It's a different kind of game. Okay, you got another one. Wow.
Okay,
you
and
found-
here I am discussing the script with John, who's looking absolutely shocked.
He sees the size of that script.
He's an actor.
Wow, you had the whole set, huh?
And this is just the casual.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
He's looking it over, and I'm sitting at my laptop there.
You didn't get pictures of the other people? That's what
there were supposed to be other ones, like Sue Silo.
Yeah,
and some others,
Sue
but
did it,
I don't
yeah. Oh,
well. This one is, I thought there was one more of him actually strangling
no,
me.
John's never played this. I don't think he's even seen it.
No. Anyway, so here he is about to strangle me because the script is so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really had a
It
great
looks
time
so
together.
different in those photos, Corey. I never would have recognized them from the streams now. Yeah, it's been a while.
I looked thinner, didn't I?
Well,
Less
yes.
belly.
You had a beard and more hair.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot more,
It's
but yeah.
the old Corey.
Yes. He's reading what happens if you hug the Rusalka in that one. The beard does change the look. Yes, exactly. You need to play Police Quest 3. True. If you want to...
So perhaps it's some... Oh, yes, that's true. I was the psychologist there. I'm going to play just a little bit more of this to...
Oh, it is 420. Geez.
Because we are almost out of time.
Yeah.
But let's go get a meal and get to the room because we need to get some health back.
And listen to...
Or do I talk to people?
Yeah, you could talk to people.
They won't say much to us because
Three of the
some
townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. You suspect that they are saying something not particularly complimentary about you.
Balthar, you don't actually have to suffer through all the Sierra games. I'll let you know.
Ask the names.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia. Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
No, that's
But
the one
that's
that has
the lines
the
in
very
wrong
good-
order.
Meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder.
Oh, not seen it, Corey.
Fortunately, there are
Not
no
seen
more
it.
elephants in Mordavia, so business is kind of fallen off a tad.
Sorry about that. Okay, back to
Not that you couldn't remember what
the
they
game.
looked like.
Everyone remembers all that. Yep, can I do a tab one on this opener? Yes, I can. So we'll do that. Run that over again. Names.
You don't need names. Just
Okay,
go to
Mordavia.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
So this is an
Everyone
unusual.
here is nothing but grains, real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
So this is a very unusual recording session, as the three actors all came in at the same time to do these sequences, and usually you only see one actor at a time, and it's all mixed later. They wanted, Stu wanted to have them play off each other, and they asked me,
And that's what you get when you've got a good director.
Yes, Stu Rose is an amazing voice director, and he first of all said, "Well, do you guys do any celebrity voices?" And one guy says, "Oh yeah, I do Jack Nicholson." The guy said, "I do Jack Nicholson too," and the third guy's about to say that he could do it. I said, "Well, we can't have three Jack Nicholsons." Other guy says, "Well, I can do Rodney Dangerfield." So that's Yvonne is the Rodney Dangerfield character, and I decided to let the two people both be Jack Nicholson voices on the grounds that I thought they were brothers, or he tells me they're not. They're just townspeople. But if they were brothers, it would make sense they had similar accents. And the voices were sufficiently different you can tell them apart. So maybe a mistake, maybe not.
It's not a mistake.
It works.
It works.
And then they said, well, you mind if we do a little bit of ad-libbing? I said, okay, sure, why not? And we decided to leave the text in the game the way Laurie had written it, but leave their voice recordings in the way they recorded it. And that's where they throw in a few extra words here and there.
Words? They
Totally
entirely go off script.
The one about the gravedigger being missing, Igor missing, is that's not their fault. That was a line that was put in out of place. Nobody spotted it.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't spot that, but that's okay.
Because they put in like
I know
8,000 lines.
Yeah. Yes, but tester would have found it if it had been tested.
If they know, yeah, because
it
that's
always
the first thing.
cracked me up how their ad libs added more flavor to the script. It definitely did a flavor here.
Did I click on Mordavia already?
No, yes, you did, but I think yes.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, none of those rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by Horse Patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
Okay, so 1 week of QA was the pre-CD version. So the voices were not in.
Yeah, the CD
This one
version
actually-
had months of CD, months of QA.
Yes, this did have some QA. I'm not. Yes.
Col Sorvino, Horse Patootie, yeah, so they had fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They do.
the Toon Town.
Yes, the
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you. Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum. Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here. Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
Well, our friend Richard Aronson did some voice acting improv classes. And he said the first rule of improv is you never contradict anything that the other character said. Instead of saying, no, it isn't right, you say, yes, and then you try to top it and do something on top of it. So once one of these guys came up with stinky people, as having mentioned garlic everywhere, they all played off it.
Yep. The people who don't like strangers, they're very happy to talk to you. Gets a little dull in this town after all.
Yep. Mary Jess has heard the same advice. Enough already!
You could talk to them.
Say, introduce myself. How about how you got here? Introduce myself.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions.
Wasn't one of them Jim
rather than
Cummings?
your
I never heard him do improv before. Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
How about how I got here?
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic.
Good thing I'm not a magic user this
Excelsior, you
time.
do not give us any more cause for alarm.
I think I'm just a thief. Thief sign?
Talk about how you. Oh, you did that. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position.
Like Winnie the Pooh,
Wiggling the
Jim
fingers
Cummings.
of your right hand.
Winnie the Pooh.
rubbing
Oh,
your
Jim
belly
Cummings
with
did
your
a
left
lot of voices. Yes.
And no one
Oh,
seems
sorry, I'm late. But
particularly
welcome,
impressed.
welcome.
Oh, we're almost done, Joseph,
Yeah,
so
I know, but you got here. Glad to see you.
say goodbye.
The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the
Frick
evening.
from Gabriel Night 1. I didn't
Ah.
realize he was in that one.
Okay, let us check the time.
Ooh,
It is
it is early.
Day 1.
All right, that is our
So, but we
time
haven't had
to-
breakfast.
well, yes, but we can
Oh,
we can close for now.
I actually do have something going on
Oh,
tonight.
okay,
I was
well,
wrong. And you want to do it too?
Oh, okay, fine.
Maybe.
Okay,
Let's try sitting and see if they feed us.
the squash around there. Yes, we do. We get our food.
Sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
That's actually pretty cute the way she
Do you
walks.
get to
Bounce,
eat the
bounce, bounce,
food, or
bounce,
is it just
bounce, bounce.
automatic?
You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
Well, I guess you did automatically.
Okay, let's
All right.
go run up the stairs.
We don't have.
This is one of the
Sausage
things
and
they did
peppers.
later, and this version of SCI did a lot of work on pathfinding. Larry Scott of the systems team actually got a patent on the pathfinding system they use here.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
No, we had a key. On my inventory. Well, it's too early to sleep for the night.
But you can save here.
I certainly can. Should we rest first?
No, we don't need to rest.
Save.
Or actually, you could see
We'll
what
just
it
overwrite
better
the-
than the pathfinding on the Tree of Life of Quest for Glory 3. Well, at least you don't die on that pathfinding, the Quest for Glory 3.
Rest for 6
After
minutes.
some rest, you feel better.
And what
Let's
is
see what our bars look like.
No.
They don't look like they
Now
changed.
go look at your character sheet.
Character sheet. We're up to 190 out of 250 stamina, so that's good.
Okay,
At 36, we need some healing potion stuff, but we don't have
clearly.
any.
Oh well.
This is chest.
The chest is
Can you put things in it?
Yes,
Maybe.
you can, but you don't need to.
All
All
right,
right.
we will-
Let's save the game.
We save. I just saved it, but I'll save
I
it.
mean, but we're gonna close
Yeah.
the game down. So.
Save at the end. Kablooey.
All right. So that was this game.
And that was the beginning of Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness, which was originally Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness, but by this point, Sierra decided not to put numbers on them because they fear they might not get any new players
Next week we will be at that game convention,
in Portland,
the
Oregon.
retro gaming convention, with Stu's game reviews as well. And anybody else that you view that
As
show
far
up,
as we know, Stu is not actually Stu Rosen.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not Stu Wilson. So that's where we will be the following week. After that will be the week of, let's click on
It's
that,
the 26th.
26th.
October 26th, Sunday, October 26th.
Okay, which is close to
That's close enough to Halloween.
Halloween. So
So
that'll
we'll
be
have-
our Halloween session.
That'll be our Halloween-themed stream, and maybe we'll play faster so we can get more Halloween stuff
Maybe,
in.
or maybe we'll get in. Well,
But of course, we must get all of those 8,000 lines of dialogue into
Yes.
the stream.
the Sunday before
Spoopy
Spoopyween. Yes, I have to go back and watch all I missed. Well, yes, there was a lot of.
This stream, like all of them, will be up on our YouTube channel, which
Yes.
is the Hero U YouTube channel. So let me
Give you a link.
bring that up. Thank you for donating. Okay. YouTube.
The picture you're seeing on the screen is, of course, if they
They're
are
not seeing it.
Oh, they aren't. Oh, because you put it on that. Okay, fine. Now it's back to that.
Okay, on our YouTube, we have Hero U Road Redemption. View your channel. It is youtube.com/@ Hero U-game, which of course should have been Hero U-game, but we'll put it over in the sidebar here. So I always post these streams within a few days, sometimes immediately, over to there, and you can see all the past streams there.
And if you like
And
this
more.
and you're new to this channel, you should definitely become part of our Discord,
And our
And
Discord.
because that's where it's at, to keep track of whatever is going on, when our live streams are, and just to have fun.
But you should also be part of our Patreon, because that's what gives us a little bit of pocket change to
Pays for
be
these
able to do
live
these-
streams.
Do these live streams instead of getting our games done.
Yeah. Instead
Never
of
mind that.
all that money we make off our games,
The
yes.
best quantity.
Yes.
Our games are all loss leaders,
Yes.
and we haven't figured out what they're leading up to.
No, but they certainly are losses. But that's not what we're here
And
for.
then if
We're
I go
here to
to-
have fun.
Yes.
And then when we come to Discord,
And we make games because it's fun making games.
it's fun making games.
It's mostly the part that's fun. Oh, thanks for all those gems,
Yeah.
Joseph. Yeah, we get
Yeah.
a tiny bit from Twitch. We get like $100 a month or something. Which again doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. No.
That's our sushi once. Why didn't I get my
The
Discord?
Discord didn't come up. So that is a background for a Fails game. That is the one we're supposed to be working on, which we are. But we're also working on Sammy's story, and I can't wait. What we're doing with Sammy's story is so exciting.
I don't know why. Oh, my Discord's already open. That's why I don't see it.
Okay, well,
It's on
that's
the wrong window.
It's on the wrong one.
On the
Okay,
wrong
fine.
window. Our Discord. We Discord something.
I can't wait for that game. I love Tilly's Tale. Yes, yay! Well, you'll like a Fails game. It's going to be just as good. And then Sammy, and of course, everybody loves Sammy because Sammy is the anthropomorphic.
All right, here, if it
Corgi.
works. There's our Discord invite. For the longest time, when I did that, I said hit and use copy
Still love
button.
that
It
one.
put hit and use copy button instead of the actual invite.
You have the same picture on both your screens. I have a different one on my two screens every time. That's interesting. So, at any rate, yes.
And as you'll see, Discord is invisible on that screen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to show
But
stuff.
join the Discord, join the stories, read the penitentiary, and always have fun.
Our favorite channel is hashtag penitentiary.
Okay, so we will see you in 2 weeks. Maybe we'll see you next week. Eris is
That's good.
sneaky. Yes.
There's a sneak.
Yes,
Okay.
Discordia, yes.
Makes total sense.
And I am a proud Patreon. Thank you. We really do.
appreciate
We
that.
do appreciate it.
We only have about 100 paying patrons, but even if you're not paying, you can get there and
Yes.
read most of the stuff that's up there.
Right.
I
Join
am
it.
starting to do a few things like the Lori's travel photos that she's greatly improved with Photoshop and stuff. I'm actually making those for patrons only.
And we'll have a report on the State of the Union for a Fails game coming up because we changed, we did Tilly's Tale and we were doing a Fails game at the same time and we're using the same art style. And then after we split them up, we started to get to the different style art style, which you're seeing in that backdrop. You could see the more realistic style that we went with.
And Feo's Adventure is a more serious storyline
Yes,
because Feo is a more serious person than Tilly.
correct.
Tilly just wants to have fun.
So therefore, it's a more interesting kind of story in which this young wizard gets to learn more about of being who he is. So that'll be exciting.
If we ever finish it.
Oh, well, we'll finish it. At any rate, thank you
I think
all.
Lori said it would be done this fall, but
We'll see
maybe
you.
by
Yes,
next,
you're right.
maybe by next fall.
Third game, Tilly and Feo read Trip Adventure.
Makes sense. Actually, the third one in the series is Sammy's story, and
Yes.
Sammy is an anthropomorphic corgi. So
Sammy's story is going to be awesome. I can
it
tell
is.
you that.
He's the most wonderful character.
And yes, he's not only a great character, but our artist, J.P. Selwood, is teaching himself how to do 3D art. And we will have it much more animated and much more real. So, thank you all. Thank you.
Nevenander is now
Nevenander.
following. Thank you.
Follow and join. And you're going to love Sammy, I can tell you. And we will see you in 2 weeks. And maybe we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.